is definitely the car I would own in high school. You can't see straight out the windshield. You just see roof. This is not gonna be an expensive build. You know how crazy it is to sit in a car and your head is in the bubble that's made for the head to go up into. Oh, to drive my LaFerrari wistfully through the windy roads. Nothing but quietness in the night as the stars shine bright. Driving and driving and driving and driving until I can't drive anymore. Passing Camaros. I scold at the poor man's Mustang. All right, I'm done. Straight out of DMV, from MD. Y'all know me, it's your boy YJMT, and I'm back with another banger. Yes, sir. So today, I hope you're enjoying your time home and getting away from doing schoolwork. Man, my chest hurt like a mother. This is a new Bronco? This is a new Bronco. Whatever you decide to do, life is full about having fun and have some fun, but make smart decisions, my nigga. Don't make something you're gonna regret. But anyways, today we are going to be building my dream high school car. Now, for those who know me, and also those who don't know me, I never owned a car in high school. I know a lot of people in my class that had cars and even had their licenses when they were 16. I'm going to school with sophomores that at the time, like, they had cars, and I'll give you some of the list of the cars. Niggas had Camaros, and I'm not talking about like the catfish Camaros. I'm talking about like the 2015, 2016 Camaros. Somebody had, I never forget this shit, a blue Nissan Silvia, and I think it's either S14 or S15. I can't remember off the top of my head. Regardless of which S it is, it's a Silvia, and it was automatic. It was left-hand drive, so it was an American version. I remember seeing it in the parking lot, and I was like, no motherfucker way somebody got their hands on a JDM. It wasn't a JDM because it was a US domestic. Anyways, niggas had new trucks, Ford F-150s. I went to an all-boys private school. It was full of a lot of people that had money. I'm not gonna say everybody there was like rich and spoiled, but it was a good amount of people. People pulling up in new Broncos and new Lexuses and Toyotas. I'm sitting on a bench waiting for my mom to come pick me up every day with a blazer that was too short on the arms. Like, the shit would literally look like right here, bro. That's how short my blazer was, man. Wearing long sleeve shirts that didn't even get to the wrist. I'm still broke now, so I mean, it didn't really make that much of a difference. But nah, man, I remember those days. Shout out to my mom for really picking me up and, you know what I'm saying, looking out for a nigga in high school. But in high school, I never had a car. Today, we are gonna be building my dream build if I could have a car in high school. Let's begin. First things first, for my high school car, I really didn't want anything expensive. Obviously, I wanted something that could get me from point A to point B. But again, I didn't have a license. I literally got my license at 21. Like around Thanksgiving in 2024. I was a late bloomer. I'm not gonna hold you, I was a late bloomer. It's so funny because I'm a car guy. As a car guy, it's like, damn, you would think that I would have been on it a lot earlier. I wasn't, man. I'm not gonna hold you. I really wasn't. I never made the time, and I never honestly had the time to just dedicate strictly to getting those driving hours I needed. I definitely wanted something that I could just bang around with and like throw and practice shifting in, but like not have to worry about the consequences of it being too expensive if I were to break a transmission. I really wanted to practice driving manual in high school. When you have a manual car, it's a lot harder for niggas to steal because niggas don't know how to operate that shit. Especially if you get a beater car, you can save gas a lot easier because you're controlling how much power goes to the wheels. The one car that comes to mind for me is a Nissan 300ZX. Since high school, that has hands down been my most favorite car of all time. I'm not gonna lie to you, a Honda Prelude will be realistic. Because believe it or not, I was actually into these two. Like, we ain't here for realism, nigga. We here for my dream car, nigga. Oh, I tweaking. Another car that I was thinking about getting to was a 350. I like 350Zs, bro. Like, Nissans was really my shit in high school, bro. Like, I used to be that Nissan nigga, like that JDM nigga for real. Being a tall nigga, right? I can't fit in every single car that I want to own. Like, bro, I feel like if I were to get a Lambo, I would get an Audi SQ7 in a heartbeat. But we're gonna assume I'm poor, which I was. Y'all remember the video of the auto show that had dropped, I think last year? It had like a roof carving for the headroom, right? My head was up in there. It felt like, yo, I can't even see out the fucking windshield, bro. You know how crazy it is to sit in a car and your head is in the bubble that's made for the head to go up into. You can't see straight out the windshield. You just see roof. That shit is so sad, bro. I fell in love with this car when I first saw it in the Good Burger movie. When I saw it in that one scene, like where they were driving fast down the street, they almost got into an accident, or they did get into an accident with the Infiniti Q45. I was like, damn, like that shit look clean as hell. Let's just assume that I had some money in my pocket to afford upgrades. We're gonna assume that this is a base bottom stock Nissan 300ZX. So not a 2+2, just a regular Nissan 300ZX. I know I would upgrade like small stuff, so like maybe a new sports intake and definitely some spark plugs for sure. Exhaust, yes, I love loud cars. I would definitely get something that fits a little flames here and there. I'll put a new intercooler in it. The car knowledge that I have now is way different than the car knowledge I had in high school. In high school, it was a lot more limited to the aesthetics more than the performance. I feel like I would also add in some clutch transmission parts. Now, we're gonna change these rims. Nothing wrong with the rims that are on here now, but I'm gonna put some shit that I know I would like. This is not gonna be an expensive build. In high school, I didn't have a job that paid well. I used to do YouthWorks. If you don't know what YouthWorks is basically a monthly program. At the time, we would get paid minimum wage. You would work 20 hours a week for 5 weeks. After working for a month, I would get about $1,100. Not at all good money. I remember we got paid like $9.50 an hour because it wasn't even $10. This is back when the minimum wage was below like 12. When I say that, it made me sound old as shit, bro, but that was literally like 2017, 2018. But I always dreamed, bro. Like in my free time, I would always paint cars that I would like to see. Even though I didn't have the means to buy a car, I would just paint one. It's like I got my own makeshift poster of the car, but exactly how I want it, and the color, the wheels, and all that extra stuff. Type of wheels. Now in high school, my taste was also different. I feel like it was definitely more towards a clean aesthetic. Small stuff really does matter when you're customizing a car. I feel like the wheels should complement the car's design in some way, shape, or form. I've always had that mindset. It's like simpler was better to me. And I was really into bagged cars, like a lot of Lexus LS's. I'm still into Lexus LS's, by the way. Now we're gonna space out the front. We're gonna make the wheels flush with the fender flares. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to afford spaces, but I would definitely get some spaces on my car. I've always loved body kits on cars. I feel like if any, it'd probably be this one, but I don't really like those. I remember in high school, I used to ride my bike a lot. I would see a lot of these Nissan 300ZXs like around my neighborhood. They'd be in such the worst shapes, bro. Like I'm talking about rust everywhere, paint chipping, people who had the target tops, like the glass just kind of oxidizing and having like some weird patterns and even like algae on top. Shit was nasty. I remember distinctly 2 white Nissan 300ZXs that I saw around my neighborhood. They were the best mint condition Nissan 300ZXs I've ever seen in my entire life. Alright, cool. This is the most realistic high school car build I can ever do. Now, we just gotta change the paint, because okay, so horsepower wasn't that bad. Increase to 300 horsepower, I think that's good. We are not gonna paint these factory colors. That shit's kind of whack. I ain't gonna lie, that orange looks beautiful. Now, my favorite color has always been navy blue. Go with this. White on navy blue looks good. I like that too. But I think we're gonna go with like a bronze. I was definitely like a chrome colored wheel type of person. Like if it was reflective as hell, it was clean as hell to me. The aluminum semi-gloss, that look cool. I know brass gonna look good on this shit. We gonna put some brass on it. Now, tint. Not too much tint, just a little bit. I don't need anything that's crazy. I low-key would add some like carbon fiber painted mirrors, because I wouldn't be able to afford actual carbon fiber mirrors. It would look the part, but it wouldn't actually be carbon fiber. Now this is the car that I would have definitely owned in high school, and I would have loved driving this shit every day. Let's test drive the Nissan Fairlady. I remember when I first learned that these cars were called Fairladies in like other places besides the US, and I was like, yo, that's some of the coolest shit ever. If you go in and look at the back, it says 300ZX. If you don't know why I'm calling it the name that you probably don't see it in the game as, it's called a 300ZX here in America. This shit looks so dark. I don't know about navy blue. I might change that color. Actually, no, we're not gonna do that. A navy blue Nissan with some bronze or brass rims. Damn near bone stock, so not anything going crazy in the paint. But like I said, if I had the money, I definitely would buy like a Nissan 300ZX, like a 2+2. I was really broke, man. Like I still am, but seeing a lot of the people that I went to high school with and like seeing the cars that they own really inspired me to just get on my shit, bro. Number one, I'm not gonna lie, I was insecure about it because I felt behind. I was like, damn, like all these niggas got cars and shit, and they not even car guys for real. They really work real jobs that gets them cars. But then that also made me more appreciative of things, you know what I'm saying? Like with my mom driving me to and from school every day. It showed me to appreciate a lot more smaller things in life that really mattered. I was never mad that I didn't have a car in high school. If I was younger and I definitely could have a job that could pay me well to get a car, I definitely would have got a car. If I could go back to high school and get a car, this is the car I would get. And it's probably like such an odd pick, especially if you own one of these. You're probably like, why would this nigga want one? It looks so beautiful to me, man. This is definitely the car I would own in high school. Hold on, bro. I see one of these in real life. Them shits look crazy in person, bro. These SL63s. But yeah, man. I graduated high school in 2021. Literally a year after. Damn, nigga. The fuck? Anyways, a year right after COVID had started. I remember like during my junior year, like I was really looking forward to like starting to get my license. And then in the beginning of 2020, I started playing lacrosse for my team. And then COVID hit, and then it's just like, no, nigga. It literally shut all that shit down, bro. I hated that shit, bro. I don't miss that shit at all, man. That was a different time, and I'm so glad we're past that time. I could just imagine myself just pulling up in this in high school, bro. Everybody else probably wouldn't think anything much of it because it's an older car, but I feel like I had the toughest car in the fucking lot if I had this shit. Woo! Oh, that was a love tap. That was a love tap. Ain't nothing wrong with giving a little love tap. Let's cut up. Let's cut up. Let's get right. Let's get right. Come on, gang. Come on, gang. You fucking up the floor right now. You are? I got it. I got it. Damn, I crashed. My bad. Come on, bro. Give me my beamer, bro. Damn, my bad. Anyways, after that whole long yap session, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss another video like this. We are on the road to 200 subscribers, so I need your help getting there. Wherever you are, I hope you have a great morning, a great afternoon, a great evening, and a great night. It's been your boy YJMT, man. And I'm out, bruh.